brand morning. How are you guys? So, branding, right? Yeah. So it's. I love this subject, man. You being an entrepreneur, it's like if you are into hotel or restaurant business. You may say I love foods, but here I just love to talk about brands. It's my forte, right? And sometimes entrepreneurs connects with me and they talk about I was struggling for a really long time, and finally I found this guy who is able to design a nice logo for me, and that's how I got my branding done. And I asked them, what else you got in your branding? So they say we got stationery designs, we got PowerPoint template also done, and we got a t-shirt and cap also. I think what else? So say what else, like yeah, so we got logo and we got yes, recently we got website design. So it so when I get this kind of answer, I would say please okay, so let's cut that shit off and say that's not branding, guys. That's not branding. That's you got designing done for your business. You got a nice trademark designed because it looks good. You got stationery's design, again it looks good. So and that's it. It's a simple design that you have got done so far. Now, then what is branding, right? So I try to answer this question in many different ways. Today I'll come to the same thing but with a different approach. So what I'm going to do today is I'll compare branding with marketing, because I also see a lot of people getting confused with, is branding part of marketing or is marketing part of branding, or are they same, or if I'm doing marketing, do I need to do branding as well? So they are completely different. They are completely different. Yes, they support each other, but they are completely different. So today I'll be talking about the difference between marketing and branding, right? So for those who don't know me, I'm Praveen Bandari, business branding specialist, and I conduct course on building your own brand for entrepreneurs, especially for entrepreneurs. And this course, you get a complete clarity on how you yourself can understand and get your brand built, or you yourself how you can build your own brand. So this is how this course goes. Coming to the topic, the difference between business branding and marketing, right? So let's look at this mind map. Introduction part, which I think I have already covered, and let's directly jump into 10 differences, because that's what we are here for. So these are the 10 differences. We'll go one by one. So one, definition. When it comes to definition, what is branding is the journey towards business purpose. So this anything and everything that you see over here about marketing and about marketing is in comparison with each other. Okay, it may not be a direct definition for branding, but this is in comparison with the other one. So branding is a journey towards business purpose. Yes, businesses have purpose, because if you think as an individual you have a purpose, that's why you are here and you have some bigger purpose to accomplish. Believe me, the business that you are into also has got a purpose. It's just that people tend not to take their attention towards that. They don't pay enough attention towards that purpose. Now, ultimately, profit becomes a purpose. So, but when you go deeper with that, like why the profit, why money, yeah, the purpose you can unfold. So, yeah, that's branding. Now, marketing. Process of introducing your business to the consumer. Right? So through marketing, you basically introduce yourself or say your product or service to the customer so that they get attracted, they know, like, what you're doing, and based on your strategy you will see that they buy your product or service, right? Say they convert into sales. That's what you do when it comes to marketing. The second one is type. When it comes to branding is inbound. Let me explain this inbound in a very different way. If you have seen this, heard this, at least I don't know whether you have attended or not. Even I have not attended. I really want to. I'm talking about Sadhguru's inner engineering, right? Now, it's for self. But branding, if you look at branding, it's an inner engineering for your business. So it's inbound. It's deep. Okay. Now marketing is outbound, because here you look at your customers and try and market. You look at your customers, look at the market, look at your product and service. Then you see how I can combine these things and offer something which could attract my consumer. There's a second element, the difference I would. Now look at the objective of the branding and marketing. Objective of branding is divided into three parts. Okay, so branding could help you to achieve these three things. One is deep customer loyalty. Two, great team culture. And three, developing strong image of the company, or I would say building a brand image for your business. Right? That's what branding is capable of. But you talk about marketing, its sole purpose is to attract consumer, communicate with the consumers and make them understand what you're doing so that they can come and convert into sales. You can develop different strategies in marketing, but ultimately you are trying to attract your customers, right? That's the objective, guys. Now let's look at the fourth element. It's effect of branding and marketing. What effect branding could make? Influences consumer mindset. So as I said, branding is really deep. When you develop a right brand for your business, it has got the power to influence your customer at mindset level, because that's where you try and position your brand in consumer's mind in such a way that it creates a space in their mind. It creates a space in their mind. Here I deliberately repeat the same example every time when it comes to positioning, because I think that's the best positioning. There are many others, but this is something which we could easily relate to. I'm talking about Maggi noodles. It's noodles, right? So there are different brands. Now, most of them, while they talk about the length of the noodles, while they talk about the vitamins or the proteins that they could provide, the fun time that you could have, here the Maggi comes up and says, you could cook us in 2 minutes. You can cook me in 2 minutes. That's what Maggi says, right? So it's targeting consumers, that part of the mind where it says, I don't have time for cooking. And it's a problem with almost every individual nowadays, right? Unless and until you're a housewife and cooking itself is your main, I won't call it business, but work. If you're not all the time, if you're not into cooking, then cooking itself could be very much time consuming and you need something quick fix over there. So they understood this need so well, and that's how they come up with strategy, right? So they develop their product accordingly. Now that's what branding could do. Whereas marketing could influence customers' buying decisions. Its marketing could be used in two ways. It could be inspiring marketing, it could be manipulating marketing. Now I know there is a debate going on about, isn't inspiration is also a manipulation? I would say there is a thin line between two, and the thin line that separates inspiration and manipulation is called intent. Right? So that's basically effect of branding and marketing. I'll keep that open. By the way, at the this PDF of this which you're going through as of now, I'm putting that PDF in the description. So once you go through, feel free to download that and leave your comment below this video, so I would know if there is something you want me to talk about when it comes to business branding or business marketing. Right? My forte is into branding, so I can help you with that. So if there is something that you're looking for, yeah. So this is purely I develop for entrepreneurs, because the way I see it, branding and the founder, or the founder slash partner slash owner, these guys, that and branding goes hand in hand. Both are feeding each other. So that's how it works. So that's how I really want entrepreneurs to understand this concept of how critical to have a brand for their business, or to develop a brand for their business. Now moving on to the fifth element. Based on what you develop brand, and based on what you develop marketing. Right? So branding is developed based on principles of humanity. Now again, see, brand when it comes to branding, it's like taking you to that spiritual path. So I'm not exaggerating here, but yeah, so it's more deeper level. It's about getting in depth of your emotions, your thoughts, your way of life, the things that you observe in your life from childhood, how you grew. Because why am you repeating that you is, if you see any brand which is famous, that inherently carries the characteristics of the founder who built that brand. Now, just to give you an example, Steve Jobs could build Apple, right? Mukesh Ambani or Dhirubhai Ambani can build Reliance, whereas Anil Ambani was unable to build Reliance. Understand? There is something to learn from this. Now, Vijay Mallya built Kingfisher. Look at the founder and the brand, right? They are complementing each other, right? It's literally mirror of the brand, a mirror of the person when it comes to brand. So principles of humanity, that's what branding is based on. I don't know whether I'm explaining too much, but I really want you to get it. So if you're thinking I'm explaining too much, I need your that honest feedback in the comments. So when I'm developing more videos, I'll consider that. Okay. So when it comes to marketing, it's based on two things. One is branding principles, and the second is strategies. Right? Strategies. Branding principles. Why I said branding principles? So far we already seen that branding is based on the principles of humanity. When you develop that brand based on the principles of humanity, now your marketing should carry that gist, right? Because that's when you could walk towards building a purposeful or powerful brand. That's how it works. Because it's a branding is an underlayer of any activity that's happening in your business. Any activity across the business. There is a thin layer of branding which always follows. If it's not there, it's like ozone. I don't know, ozone. Let me see if I come to that analogy in a right way. It's like ozone. With ozone, if you carry your sun is no. This analogy doesn't work. So that's why I thought it doesn't work. It literally doesn't work. So I would say it's supportive layer. Without that layer, your marketing will not have a base, will not have a kind of foundation which is required. That's why this branding layer is very, very important. And strategies, yes, obviously, because strategies are something which could make or break your business. It's like that, because going to the market with the proper market study is very important. Now that's where strategies come into the picture, and you understand marketing. You more or less know what it is, and I'm most focusing more towards, sorry, I close this again. Branding here, right? Right time. Now, this is one more common question that people ask: when should I do my start developing my brand? I would say whenever you think it's the right time. There is no right time or wrong time for business. But ideally, the right time to build your brand is before you get into the marketing, before you reaching out to the people, before you even talk about what you want to sell, like to people. Like in your mind, if you have something ready, that's fine. But before you convey your message or convey your benefits or features of your product or service to the people, you need to have your brand book ready, because that would help you to develop the right communication, right language for your communication for your consumers or people. So that's what I say, like before starting the marketing activities is when you need to start developing your brand, and marketing immediately after branding. Why? Because as soon as you complete your branding, now the immediate next thing for you, the good thing for you to do is go ahead and do the marketing, right? That's how you will reach people, because now you have the strong foundation or that strong layer, right? So that's what I would say the right time is all about. Now, key person. I have already given you the example of how founder and the brand are related to each other. Now, when it comes to building the brand, according to that comparison of founder and the brand, according to that, if I say key person while developing the brand is the entrepreneur, the founder, or say the owner, or say partners. These are the key people, right? Because based on their philosophy, based on their principles, because based on their core values, the brand is built. But when it comes to marketing, not necessarily that you need to only talk to the owner or entrepreneur. There are brand experts, there are marketing experts. If you have a good marketing manager or business head, he can do that for you. Because you already gave him the fundamentals, you already gave him the principles on which he need to build the marketing. So principles are clear. Now, anyone who is really good with marketing, coming up with good marketing strategies, they can help you. So when they do that, you need to understand the brand image, and the second is market need. This market need, again, very, very important, because for marketing you need to understand what is market is really looking for. Let's look at the 8. 3 more to go, guys. Investment. This again, why I have added this particular difference is people say बहुत खर्चा आता है, investment बहुत है branding में. It's not true. Because I would say if you don't have the branding, then you lose lot of money. Understand this. If you have branding, you could leverage on your brand and you can save lot of money. But if you don't have the branding and you're spending on marketing and sales continuously, you won't be able to leverage on your previous activities. That becomes very difficult. When you have a strong brand, every time you put X amount on marketing, that X amount is X minus Y. Y is the little factor that you already spent on your branding. It's always that. So spending on marketing and branding, I would say it's the most sensible decision to develop your brand before you start the marketing. You could save a lot of money in the process, lot of areas, because branding would hold. Okay, let me do this. So the way it works is, you need to actually explain people what is your product and service, right? So if you already have a strong foundation on which you have built the marketing, then there is underlayer thought process which is already going on your customer's head, that this is the brand, and based on which this is the marketing happening. That's how it is. Okay, if you need better clarity on this, you let me know in the comment box. I'll definitely work towards it, to developing a detailed content on that. Now, here the way I put it is 25% of your marketing sales budget you spend on branding. That's more than enough. Even 20% would do. 75% would go to marketing and sales. Now, the ninth one, impact. The impact of the branding is such that it's a long term. It's really long term because it's working at psychological level with your consumers, for your consumers. So the impact is going to be long term. But marketing, I would say it's a short term. Sometimes some marketing strategies go so well that it creates a long term impact. But that's like to come, I think, right? But it doesn't happen every time. But with branding, the purpose itself is to create a long term impact. So there is no two ways about that, like whether you are going to get a long term impact or not. The last one is the nature of branding and nature of marketing. Branding is follow the same storyline throughout the business. That means if you have a brand, that means that brand will have a storyline which will be same across your business, and year after the year it will be same. It's at a principal level, right? It's a core level. But if you see marketing, on the other hand, it could be changing every time, because every time you need to change the strategy, you need to think out of the box. So it's like it's always changing. The storyline is always changing, but underlayered branding will remain the same. Okay, understand that. Okay. So that's about 10 differences, guys. Hope you got the clarity about what is branding and what is marketing in a deeper level. So now I want you, if you're looking for us to connect together, see, I have this Facebook group where you can search Praveen, Pravn, Praveen, double I, not double E. Okay, Praveen is the Facebook group. It's Inspiring Brands. Now, website is praveensbhandari.com. You can see on my screen, and also I'm sharing in the chat box. Okay. WhatsApp, yes, so this WhatsApp group especially I would recommend you to join, because there I announce about the next masterclass I'm doing on the branding. If you're really looking for developing your brand, if you're already going ahead with some agency, before you go to that agency, I want you to watch this masterclass. So you will have, and it's free, I'm not charging for that. Watch this masterclass, then you go to your agency and explain them. Yeah, so that's what you could do. That's about for this video, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you got some value from this video, and if you really got some value, I would say just give a shout out to the people. Say this guy is working on brand. So if you are looking for something to understand about the branding, just help entrepreneur friends. I really want you to help each other, so we all could grow together, right? So that's what you could do. And if you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, because I'll be developing more content towards how you can take branding to the different departments, how you can implement branding as a concept at each and every department. Okay, so that's what I'm working on. With that, thank you so much. See you in my next video. Thank you.